Good afternoon, dear students. Today our topic is definite integrals. First of all, I will write the fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Let f(x) be a continuous function defined in the closed interval ab, and suppose derivative of phi x is equal to fx for all x in ab, and then integration of a to b fx dx will be equal to, here derivative of phi x is equal to fx, so integration of fx will be phi x, so here integration of fx will be phi x, and the limits will be from a to b. First we have to put x equal to b minus, then we have to put x equal to a. That means first of all we have to integrate that and then we have to put the limits, first b and then a. First b, phi of b minus phi of a. A is called the lower limit of the integral and b is called the upper limit. A is the lower limit of the integral and b is the upper limit. So integration of a to b fx dx is, first we have to integrate fx, integration of fx, suppose phi x, then you have to put upper limit first phi of b minus, then you have to put lower limit phi. This is called the fundamental theorem of integral calculus. And now let us solve some questions using fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Let us start with this. Integration of 2 to 4 dx by x square plus 1. Sorry, it is x dx by x square plus 1. Integration of 2 to 4 x dx by x square plus 1. Now, here derivative of denominator is 2x. Denominator is x square plus 1, its derivative is 2x. Now to bring 2 here, we have to multiply and divide numerator and denominator by 2. So it will be 2x dx by x square plus 1. Now this integral is of the form f dash x by fx. F dash x by fx. This is fx and this is f dash x. We know integration of f dash x by fx is a log of fx. So this will become log of x square plus 1. And the limit is from 2 to 4. Next, first we have to put x equal to 4. It will be log of 16 plus 1, 17. First we'll put x equal to 4 here. Log of 16 plus 1, 17 minus. Next we'll put x equal to 2. It will be log of 4 plus 1, which is 5. Log of half into log of 17 minus log of 5. So it will be half into log of 17 by 5. Next question is to integrate 0 to 2 root over 4 minus x square dx. Root over 4 minus 4 equal to, you can write 2 square. So it will be root over 2 square minus x square dx. This integral is of the form root over a square minus x square dx. And we have already done this chapter special integrals, some more special integrals. And in that chapter, we got the formula integration of root over a square minus x square, which is x by 2 root over a square minus x square plus a square, that is 4 by 2. So 2 sine inverse x by a. X by 2 root over a square minus x square plus a square. A square is, this is a square, 4 by 2, that is 2 sine inverse of x by a. 0 to 2. Next, first of all we put x equal to 2 here. If we put x equal to 2, it will be 2 by 2, 1. into root over 2 square minus 2 square. So if we put x equal to 2 first, value of this will be 0. This will be 0 plus if we put x equal to 2 here, 2 sine inverse of 1. Sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. This is the first part. First we have to put the upper limit. We will put x equal to 2 here in this result. If we put x equal to 2, value of this will be 0 and this will be 2 sine inverse of 1. 2 into pi by 2 minus, next we have to put x equal to 0. If we put x equal to 0, this will be 0 and this also will be equal to 0. So ultimately the answer is pi. Next question is to integrate 0 to 1 x into e to the power x dx. Here we have to apply the product rule. X is algebraic function, e to the power x is exponential function, algebraic and exponential. And we know in I late a comes before e, so this is the first function, this is the second function. Now applying product rule, first function unchanged into integration of second, integration of e to the power x is e to the power x. As first part of integration is over, we have to put upper and lower limit. First function unchanged into integration of second, which is this, minus integration of derivative of first into integration of second. Integration of derivative of first into integration of second. Okay. Next we will put x equal to 1 into e to the power 1. 1 into e to the power 1 is e minus, we will put x equal to 0. 0 into something, it will be 0. Okay, let me write one by one. First we will put x equal to 1. So it will become 1 into e to the power 1. We will put x equal to 1 first minus, we will put x equal to 0. So it will be 0 into e to the power 0. This way. First we have to put x equal to 1 minus, we have to put x equal to 0. Next, this integration of this part, 0 to 1 e to the power x dx. 1 into e is e minus integration of e to the power x is e to the power x. The limit is from 0 to 1. So e minus, first we will put x equal to 1 here, it will be e to the power 1, that is e, minus we will put x equal to 0, e to the power 0 is 1. We will put x equal to 1 first, e to the power 1 is e minus. So this will be 1, its answer is 1. Next question is to integrate 0 to pi by 2 x into sin x dx. X is algebraic function, sin x is trigonometric function. ILATE, in ILATE a comes before t, so algebraic will be the first function, t trigonometric function will be the second function. Now applying product rule, x into sin x. So first function unchanged, integration of second sin x is minus of cos x. Okay, first function unchanged, integration of second, integration of first part is over, we have to put the limit 0 to pi by 2 minus integration of derivative of first, which is 1, derivative of x is 1, integration of sin x is minus of cos x dx. The limit is 0 to pi by 2. Next we will put x equal to pi by 2. If we put, this is actually minus of x cos x, let me write in this way, minus of x cos x, or we can write a minus sign outside the bracket, minus of x cos x, minus I have written here, x cos x 0 to pi by 2, minus minus plus 0 to pi by 2 integration of cos x dx. We will put x equal to pi by 2. So if we put x equal to pi by 2, it will be pi by 2 cos of pi by 2. If we put x equal to pi by 2, it will be pi by 2 into cos pi by 2 minus, if we put x equal to 0, it will be 0. Integration of cos x is sin x 0 to pi by 2. Now cos pi by 2 is 0, 0 into this is 0, ultimately both the terms are 0. 0 plus, first we have to put x equal to pi by 2, sin of pi by 2 is 1, minus we will put x equal to 0, sin 0 is 0, so answer is 1. Next question is to integrate 0 to 2, integration of 0 to 2 x into root over x plus 2 dx. Now to integrate this, what we will do, we will write x in this way, x plus 2 minus 2 into root of r x plus 2 dx. Now we will multiply x plus 2 with root of r x plus 2. This into this will become x plus 2 into root of r x plus 2 is x plus 2 to the power 3 by 2 minus 2 into root of r x plus 2. So 2 into x plus 2 to the power half. Okay. Now 0 to 2 x plus 2 to the power 3 by 2 dx minus 2 into 0 to half x plus 2 to the power half dx. Now we will integrate. This will be x plus 2 to the power 5 by 2 by 5 by 2. So it will be 2 by 5 here, 0 to 2 minus 2 into integration of this will be x plus 2 to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. So 2 by 3 will come here and the limit will be 0 to half. Sorry, not 0 to half, it will be 0 to 2, 0 to 2, not half, sorry, 0 to 2. This also will be 0 to 2, not half. Now 2 by 5, we will put x equal to 2, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, 4 to the power 5 by 2. First we will put x equal to 2 minus, we will put x equal to 0, it will be 2 to the power 5 by 2 minus 4 by 3 into, first we will put x equal to 2, it will be 4 to the power 3 by 2. Next minus, we will put x equal to 0, so it will be 2 to the power 3 by 2. Now we will simplify. And now simplifying, you can see 4 equal to, we can write 2 square. So 2 square and this 2 will get cancelled, 2 to the power 5 will be 32. This will be 2 to the power 5, which is 64. Sorry, 32. 32 minus 2 to the power 5 by 2 is 4 root 2. Similarly, 4 is 2 square, it will be 8 minus 2 to the power 3 by 2 is 2 root 2. I have multiplied this by 2 by 5 and this by 4 by 3. And now combining these two, 64 by 5 minus 32 by 3 minus 8 root 2 by 5 plus 4 root 2 by 3. Now again we have to combine these two and these two. And so after simplification, committing mistake and rectifying, I got the answer as this 32 by 15 plus 16 root 2 by 15. You have to simplify carefully. You may commit mistake like me, so be careful while doing calculation. Our next question is to integrate minus 1 to 1 dx by x square plus 2x plus 5. Now first of all you have to express this in the form, in the whole square form, and we know we have done earlier how to express this in whole square form. Our first step will be x square plus 2 into x into, to get 2x we have to multiply 1 with this 2x plus 1 square, x square plus 2ab plus b square. Now it has become a whole perfect square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. In this line the constant term is 5, but here I have written 1 square, that means 1. To adjust we have to write plus 4. 1 plus 4 will be 5 x square, 2 into x is 2. So we will get, if we simplify we will get this line again, this equal to this. So minus 1 to 1 dx by, this is x plus 1 whole square plus 2 square, x plus 1 whole square plus 2 square. Now this is of the form dx by x square plus a square, and dx by x square plus a square is 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. Sorry, it will be tan inverse of x plus 1 by 2, x by a, and the limit will be from minus 1 to plus 1. So half. Here first of all we will put x equal to 1, so it will be tan inverse of 1 plus 1, 2 by 2, 1 minus, next we will put x equal to minus 1, minus 1 plus 1 is 0, tan inverse of 0 is 0, tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4, so answer will be pi by 8. So far we have not used method of substitution in any of the questions, and now Let us use substitution method in integrating this sin x by 1 plus cos square x dx, where limit is from 0 to pi by 2. Okay, 1 plus cos square x, we know derivative of cos x is minus sin x, which is minus sin is although not there, but minus we can adjust. So first we will put, again I am saying the question is to integrate sin x by 1 plus cos square x dx, and this is the limit of x. X varies from 0 to pi by 2. The variable x varies from 0 to pi by 2. First we will substitute, we will put cos x equal to t. The derivative is the minus of sin x dx is equal to dt. Okay, now you have to remember, here we have changed our variable from x to t. With that we have to change the limit also. This is the limit for the variable x. As we are changing our variable, we have to change the limit also. So when x equal to 0, this is the limit of x, 0 to pi by 2. So when x equal to 0, cos of 0 is 1, so t equal to 1. When x equal to pi by 2, when x equal to pi by 2, 0, pi by 2. When x equal to pi by 2, cos of pi by 2 is 0. We have this relation cos x equal to t. Cos x equal to t. First, when x equal to 0, cos of 0, t equal to 1. When x equal to pi by 2, cos of pi by 2, t equal to 0. Now, when x equal to 0, t equal to 1. When x equal to pi by 2, t equal to 0. Sin x dx is minus of dt by 1 plus t square, or t square plus 1. And now this integral is of the form dx by x square plus a square. This integration will be 1 by a, tan in a is 1 here, so 1 by 1 means 1, tan inverse of t by 1. The limit is from 1 to 0. Minus of, first we will put t equal to 0, tan inverse of 0 is 0. Minus, we will put t equal to 1, tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. So ultimately the answer is pi by 4. Next question is to integrate minus 1 to 1, 5 into x to the power 4 into root of r x to the power 5 plus 1 dx. Here you can see derivative of x to the power 5 plus 1 is 5x to the power 4, which is here. So we will substitute first. We will put x to the power 5 plus 1 equal to t. So differentiating, we will get 5x to the power 4 x dx equal to dt. Now, as we have changed our variable, we have to change our limit also. These are the limit for x. Now you have to find the limit for t. Here t is the new variable. When x equal to minus 1, if we put in this relation, if we put x equal to minus 1 to the power 5 is minus 1 plus 1, 0. So t equal to 0. When x equal to 1, if we put x equal to 1, t equal to 2. Okay. So therefore, minus 1 to 1 now will be 0 to 2. 5x to the power 4 dx is dt, and this is root over t. This is t, root over t, and this is dt. And now we have to integrate t to the power half, which is t to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2, which will become 2 by 3 into t to the power 3 by 2, 0 to 2. Okay. Next we will put 2 by 3. Now we have already changed the limit. After integrating, we will put these values only. We will not go back to this because we have already changed our limit. Okay. So first we will put t equal to 2. It will be 2 to the power 3 by 2 minus 0. 2 to the power 3 by 2 is 2 root 2. So it will be 4 root 2 by 3. Our next question is to integrate 0 to pi by 2. Root over sin phi into cos to the power 5 phi d phi. What we will do? Here also in this question we have to substitute, but before that, cos to the power 5 we will separate one cos. Okay, we will write cos to the power cos phi t phi. Now the given question is root sin phi into cos to the power 5 phi. I have written cos phi. So here we will be left with cos to the power 4 phi. Cos to the power 4 phi. Cos to the power 4 phi equal to, we can write 1 minus sin square phi whole square. 1 minus sin square phi is cos square. Cos square whole square is cos to the power 4 into cos to the power 5. Now we will put sin phi equal to t. Derivative will be cos phi, which is here, cos phi d phi dt. Okay, these are the limits of phi. Here variable is phi. These are limit. Phi varies from 0 to pi by 2, and now we are changing our variable from phi to t. So change the limit also. When phi equal to 0, sin 0 is 0, t equal to 0. When phi equal to pi by 2, sin pi by 2, t is equal to 1. So therefore the given integral becomes, when phi equal to 0, t is 0, so 0. When phi is pi by 2, t equal to 1 is 1. So root over t into 1 minus t square whole square. Cos phi d phi is dt. Okay, so 0 to 1, root t, 1 minus 2t square plus t to the power 4 dt, using a minus b whole square formula. Now we'll multiply. Root t into 1 means t to the power half. 2 into t square into root t means t to the power 5 by 2. T to the power 4 into root t is t to the power 9 by 2 dt. Now we will integrate. Integration of t to the power half is t to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2, which will be 2 by 3. 2 by 3 into t to the power 3 by 2 minus 2. Integration of t to the power 5 by 2 will be t to the power 7 by 2 by 7 by 2. So it will become 2 into 2 by 7, 0 to 1. Integration of t to the power 9 by 2 is t to the power 11 by 2 by 11 by 2, which will become 2 by 11, 0 to 1. Okay, for each integral the limit is 0 to 1. We will put t equal to 1. If we put t equal to 1, this will become 1. 1 minus 0 is 1, so 1 minus 4 by 7. 1, if we put t equal to 1, 1 to the power 7 by 2 is 1 minus 0 plus 2 by 11, 1 minus 0. So ultimately 2 by 3 minus 4 by 7 and plus 2 by 11. Taking LCM and simplifying, we get the value of the integral as this 64 by 231. Our next question is to integrate 0 to 1 sin inverse 2x by 1 plus x square dx. We know this is the formula for sin inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square is the formula for 2 tan inverse of x. Okay, so writing this equal to 2 tan inverse of x. Next, we have to apply product rule. For that, we will write this as tan inverse x. We will express this in this way: tan inverse of x into 1 dx. Next, we will apply product rule because this is inverse trigonometric function I and this is a. 1 means number algebraic function I a. In I let I comes first, so inverse first function, this will be second function. 2 into first function unchanged into integration of 1 is x. First function unchanged, integration of 1 is x. So limit is from 0 to 1 minus 2 into this 2 also will come here. 2 into integration of derivative of first, which is 1 by 1 plus x square, into integration of 1, which is x dx. 2 into first function unchanged, integration of second, we have to add the limit with this because the integration of first part is over, minus 2 into integration of derivative of first into integration of second. Next, 2 If we put x equal to 1, tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4 into 1. Putting x equal to 1, this is pi by 4, tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4, and this is 1. Minus, if we put x equal to 0, tan inverse of 0 is 0. 0 into 0 is 0. Minus, we will write in this way, this integral we will write in this way, 2x by 1 plus x square dx. Next, this will become pi by 2, 2 into pi by 4, and this is of the form f dash x by fx, so its integration is log of fx. So pi by 2 minus, if we put x equal to 1, this will be, first we will put x equal to 1, so log of 2, minus, next we will put x equal to 0, so it will become log of 1, and log of 1 is, we know, 0, log of 1 is 0, so pi by 2 minus log 2 is the answer. Next question is to integrate, integration of 1 by 3 to 1, x minus x cube whole thing to the power 1 by 3 whole thing divided by x to the power 4 dx. This question is given in NCERT book. Now, to integrate this, what we will do, in numerator we will take x cube common. From these two terms, x minus x cube, we will take x cube common. This will be 1 by x square minus of 1 by x to the power 4 dx. So what I have done, from these two terms I have taken x cube common. Now x cube to the power 1 by 3 is x. X cube to the power 1 by 3 is x into 1 by x square minus 1 whole thing to the power 1 by 3 dx by x to the power 4. And now you can cancel x and x to the power 4, so it will be 1 by 3 to 1, 1 by x square minus 1 whole thing to the power 1 by 3 by x to the power 3, because I have cancelled 1x dx. Now you can see 1 by x square minus 1, derivative of 1 by x square is minus of 2 by x cube. 1 by x cube is here, minus 2 you can easily adjust. So we can see its derivative is almost is in the question. So we'll put 1 by x square minus 1 equal to t. So its derivative will be minus of 2 by x cube dx is equal to dt, or we can say 1 by x cube dx equal to minus of dt by 2. Next we have to change the limit also. So when x equal to 1 by 3, when x equal to 1 by 3, t equal to 9 minus 1 is 8, and when x equal to 1, when x equal to 1, t will be 0. So ultimately this will change to, you can see, 0. When x equal to 1 by 3, t is 8, so it will be integration of 8 to 0. This is our t, so it will be t to the power 1 by 3. 1 by x cube dx is a minus of dt by 2. So our integral changes to this. Okay, this equal to, now if we integrate it to the power 1 by 3, it will be t to the power 4 by 3 divided by 4 by 3. Divided by 4 by 3 means 3 by 4. The limit is from 8 to 0. So minus of 3 by 8 t to the power 4 by 3. Limit is from 8 to 0. Minus 3 by 8. If we put t equal to 0, it will be 0. Minus, if we put t equal to 8, it will be 16. 2 cube, 3 should get cancelled, 16. So ultimately the answer is 6. Next question is to integrate. The limit is from 0 to pi by 2, root over tan x plus root over cot x dx. This is a very, very important question. This question came in CBSE board exam. Now to integrate this, First of all, we'll break tan and cot. We'll express tan and cot in terms of sine and cos. So it will be root over sin x by cos x plus root over cos x by sin x dx. This is the first step. Next we'll take LCM. If we take LCM, the denominator will be root over sin x cos x. This is the LCM, but numerator will be sin x plus cos x. Next, 0 to pi by 2, what we will do? We will write this in this way. We will write sin x root over sin x cos x equal to, we will write 2 sin x cos x. Now, I have multiplied denominator by root over 2. Root over 2 is extra here. To adjust, we have to multiply numerator by root 2. Okay. Next, root 2 into 0 to pi by 2. Now, you remember these steps. Very, very important. Okay. What I will do? 2 sin x cos x equal to, right, I will write in this way, 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 means they will get cancelled. So 1 minus 1 minus of 2 sin x cos x. Now you can see the denominator is same, root over 2 sin x cos x, because 1 will get cancelled, minus minus plus 2 sin x cos x, and numerator is sin x plus cos x. Root over 2, 0 to pi by 2. Root over 1 minus 1 is sin square x plus cos square x. Okay, let me write another line, sin square x plus cos square x minus of 2 sin x cos x, and this is the denominator. Numerator is sin x plus cos x. So what I have written, I have expressed this one in terms of sin square and cos square x. 1 equal to sin square x plus cos square x. And now 0 to pi by 2, sin x plus cos x dx by root over 1 minus, this is a square plus b square minus 2ab. This expression is of this form, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So it will be a, that is sin x minus cos x whole square. Okay, now you can see derivative of sin x minus cos x. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Derivative of minus cos x is sin x. So its derivative is here in numerator. So now we will put sin x minus cos x equal to t. The derivative is cos x plus sin x dx is equal to dt. As I am changing variable here from x to t, I have to change the limit also. When x equal to pi by 2, sin pi by, when x equal to pi by 2, if I put x equal to pi by 2, value of this will be 1, sin pi by 2 is 1, cos pi by 2 is 0, so t equal to 1, 1 minus 0, so 1. When x equal to 0, when x equal to 0, sin 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1, so 0 minus 1, t equal to minus of 1. And now this integral, this particular integral, you can see sin x plus cos x dx is dt. This is our dt. This is root over 1 minus t square, and the limit changes to minus 1 to plus 1. So this integral becomes this after substitution. Okay. Now this is of the form dx by root over 1 a square minus x square. Integration of this is sin inverse of t. Okay, sin inverse of t. As we have already changed our limit, these are the limit of t. This is our minus 1 to 1 are the limit of t, the limit of this variable. So we need not put t equal to again sin x minus cos x, as we have changed our limit. So sin inverse of, first we'll put t equal to 1, sin inverse of 1 minus sin inverse of minus of 1. First we'll put t equal to 1, then minus 1. Sin inverse of 1 is pi by 2 minus sin inverse of minus 1. You can bring minus 1 here. Minus minus will be plus. Sin inverse of 1 will be pi by 2. So answer is pi. This is a very, very important question. Next question is to integrate the limit is from pi by 2 to pi e to the power x into 1 minus sin x by 1 minus cos x dx. This question is given in NCERT book. So first of all, now we know this formula, integration of e to the power x into fx plus f dash x dx is equal to e to the power x into fx, which we will use in this question. Okay, next, the limit is from pi by 2 to pi e to the power x. 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2. 1 minus sin x is 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Next step, देखो इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ पाई बाई 2 to pi e to the power x into 1 by 2. If it now it divide this by this minus this by this. So first 1 by 2, 1 by sin square x is cosec square x by 2 minus this by this is cot of x by 2 dx. Integration of pi by 2 to pi e to the power x into, we will write in this way, minus of cot x by 2 plus half cosec square x by 2, half cosec square x by 2. Now this is of the form e to the power x into fx plus f dash x. Derivative of minus cot x by 2 is half cosec square x by 2. So this is of this form, and answer will be e to the power x into fx plus c. So it will be e to the power x. Here fx is this, because derivative of minus cot x by 2 is plus half. So e to the power x into fx So this is the integration e to the power x into fx. Limit will be from pi by 2 to pi. So if we put x equal to pi, it will be e to the power pi. Okay, let me write one more line. Let me write minus sign outside the bracket, minus of e to the power x into cot of x by 2. Pi by 2 to pi. Next, if we put x equal to pi, it will be e to the power pi cot of pi by 2. Minus, if we put x equal to pi by 2, it will be e to the power pi by 2 cot of pi by 4. Next, cot pi by 2 is 0, so value of this is 0, minus and minus plus e to the power pi by 2, cot pi by 4 is 1, so answer is e to the power pi by 2. So these were some questions from the topic definite integrals. In the next class, first of all I will solve some more questions from this topic definite integrals, some important questions from the topic definite integrals, and after that I will start properties of definite integral. That's all for today. Thank you.